I'm Jo Horsell. I co-own the nightclub. And you're Terry, is that right? Barry's friend?
Yeah, well, I've known him a long time. Pleased to meet you. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, good, I hope.
Well, not too bad.
So, will we have the pleasure of seeing you there tonight?
Oh, I don't know. Be a big night for you and Barry, though, won't it?
Yeah, probably the biggest of the year. I'm usually at my Birmingham club, but I thought I'd better stick around here and make sure that everything goes all right.
I don't think you've got any worries there. I heard good reports about the opening night. Sinbad and Marcy raved about it.
Oh, it's good to hear that people are talking about the place. Try and get there tonight if you can.
I don't know.
If you don't, I'll make sure the festivities keep you awake all night. As a neighbour, you're entitled to live membership. Free entry, you've got no excuse.
Well, that's some pitch, isn't it? I'm almost tempted.
Come on, and Barry will be pleased to see you.
Oh, well, see, the thing is, I've already made other arrangements. I'm going into town.
Traitor. I did try.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, I'm going to have to get off. I'll see you around, all right?
OK. Oh, before you go, you haven't seen Barry today, have you?
No.
Oh, he's the man who'll have his finger on the pulse.
Yeah, see ya.
See you, Terry. Oh, Jimmy, just the man. Where's Barry?
I haven't a clue.
Hey, Trace. I wish it was New Year's Eve every day.
You must be joking.
Hey, don't knock it.
It's all right for the boss, like. So you happy with it, Mouse?
Yeah, it's great, thanks. There's no chance of fitting me in, is there?
Sorry, we're fully booked.
I only want it tidied up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come back in about an hour, we'll sort you out.
Will there be no one free then?
Oh, well, I'll see you later.
Thanks. Bye.
Babysitting New Year's Eve. There's nothing better to do.
Well, if there is, you tell us.
Nellis Johnson said he'd give us £20 between us.
20 quid?
Yeah, and they're going to leave us snacks and all that. Not bad, eh?
Is he going to buy us any booze?
Don't be soft. We're supposed to be babysitting. I don't think Mick'd be very pleased if he thought we'd been drinking in his house.
So. Hello, girls. Hello, love.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
I've just come to see what time you finish your shift tonight.
About 8. Why?
Well, our Tony's downtown with his mates at a panto.
Yeah, because that dome from Meadowcroft Park's in it.
And me and your dad are making an early start at the Legion. It's his first year as a compere.
OK.
Do you want me to leave you something to eat?
No, you're all right. There should be some snacks in that in the Johnsons.
Good. Will you tell your dad and Lynn that we'll meet them at the Legion?
Yeah.
Right, I'm off. And you lot behave yourself at Mick's tonight.
We will. See ya. Looks could kill. Oh, I told you weren't pregnant and nobody said anything, have they? No, but what's going on? Well, my mum found the pregnancy testing kits. She thinks they were Casey's. What? Yeah, so you're in the clear.
Ah, well, it will be when I get rid of it.
Don't talk about it like that. It's a person.
No, it's not. Not until it's been born, and it won't be.
All right, just calm down.
Look, everything's going to be fine. So let's just look forward to our New Year's Eve party, eh?
All right, Terry. How's it going?
All right, and you?
Mustn't grumble. What did the girlfriend think of the presents? Sorry it was a bit late for Christmas.
All right, let's stop prattling about, eh? You're talking about Fran, aren't you?
How can I be talking about Fran, Terry? She's a blonde. You said your girlfriend was a brunette.
Let's stop messing, eh? Why the present for the baby?
What did she have?
A boy. You got a son.
Is he all right?
Oh, my God. I'll be filling up. I'm touched by your concern. You'll even want to know what his name is.
I was just about to ask her.
Stephen Anthony.
Stephen, eh?
Father unknown.
Well, he should know his father.
Well, she doesn't want him to know you.
Look, I want to talk to her. I want to see him. Sort it out for us, eh?
I'm not your skivvy. You anything sorting, you do it yourself. And I'll tell you this now. She doesn't want to know you, and she's dead serious about that. So, I'll see you around, eh?
Max should really be doing this.
Surely there aren't any bills so urgent they've got to be paid on New Year's Eve.
Oh, I'm doing it to take my mind off what night it is as much as anything.
Shouldn't ignore what night it is just because Max is away. There must be places to go to, friends to see.
And have the embarrassment of explaining why I'm by myself. Dad's left Mum and Max is in Spain. Happy New Year. Perhaps you could go to the new nightclub around the corner. You're bound to know people in there. Your new company's handling the publicity, isn't it?
That's a splendid idea. I mean, you and Anna could go together. What do you say?
Anna's working.
What, on New Year's Eve?
It's the same as any other night to Thomas, Dad. Anna knows she's working.
Well, I don't mind looking after the little Hedda.
Thanks, but there's no need. Anna doesn't mind. Do you? No.
Sorry. You shouldn't be going tonight.
Come with us, for your mother's sake.
Please, Dad, don't.
We're going to move anyway, so why won't you come with us tonight?
Because it's tonight. Sneaking away in the dark as if we've got something to be ashamed of.
Yeah. 12 months to the day of moving in.
You want to get away before the verdict, don't you? You really don't believe I'm innocent?
Of course we do. We pray the jury thinks so, too. We're leaving because we want to protect you from the backlash, from all the gossip. The house is on the market.
We're going already, Peter. The card from that crank just confirms it's the right thing to do. Come with us.
I can't.
I could accuse you of encroaching on my territory. People could be confused which place is the nightclub.
I didn't realise you gave the stuff away as well.
Like you give away free hairdos.
This one is.
Can't let you do that.
Can't stop me. Besides, I'm not an idiot, you know. This is a once-a-year only offer to you. As we're working in such close proximity to each other, we may as well scratch each other's backs occasionally.
What can I say? Thanks very much. So be my guest tonight at the club.
Oh, surely you don't think I was aiming at an invitation, do you?
No. Well?
Well, what?
Will I see you there tonight as my guest?
Oh, yeah, of course you will. Thanks.
Thanks for this.
Hey, what are you doing here? Party doesn't start till later.
I haven't come for a dance. I come to see you with a proposition.
Oh, sounds interesting. What is it then?
The 2 tickets I won for the trip to Paris. It's all booked for tonight, and I'm inviting you along.
Tonight? Well, you know what tonight is, don't you?
Yes. What better place to start the new year in?
God only knows why Joe wants a wagon load of lemonade when we've got plenty as it is. Have you seen her yet? She's looking for you.
No, I haven't seen me.
I mean, who wants to drink lemonade on New Year's Eve, I ask you? Hey, and listen, I should have a job description. I'm supposed to be management, not an errand boy.
Yeah, all right, Jimmy.
Well, I better try and find someone who isn't working tonight. I mean, I couldn't expect you to up and leave here tonight of all nights.
Oh, no, this sounds good to me. Anyway, who else are you going to find to take at such short notice?
Well, I can think of 20 or 30 just off the top of my head.
All right. Well, I better get in quick then, hadn't I? What time do we leave?
Well, I've got a few things to sort. I'll meet you back here in a couple of hours.
Right, great. I'll be ready.
Got sheets and pillowcases. You said that's all we'd need. We can decide about the furniture and everything else when we know what we're doing. Are you going to be all right on your own?
Yes, Mum.
Just stay away from Diana. We'll be back next week for the court, and then when it's all over, we can start afresh somewhere else.
Sure. Get in the car, Mum. You know you can't stay, but I have to.
We can't leave you.
You've got to.
He's right, come on. You sure? All right, I'll phone you from Hughes. And I'll see you next week.
Safe journey.
Thanks. Well, I am trying.
Very.
Thanks a lot.
We have people to do this. Never mind. I've got a feeling that we're going to have a great night tonight.
Well, I know I am. Something's come up.
Like what?
Like, I have to go away.
When?
Now.
I think you'd better explain.
Well, this friend of mine, she won a competition to go to Paris. And she's asked me to go. I mean, she's made me an offer I can't refuse.
Barry, this is the biggest night of the year for us. We've only been open for a week, and you tell me that you're flying off to Paris with some bimbo.
She's no bimbo. Actually, this could be classed as business.
It's that Karen Clark, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought we'd agreed not to mix business and pleasure.
No, you did, Joe. Now, listen, I know this is a big night for us. But, I mean, you don't need me around, not with all this crew around here. So if you do this, well, I'll owe you one.
You have to take this business seriously, or it's going to fall apart around you. It's not good enough, Barry.
Well, everything's done, everything's sorted.
You know it all now, do you?
Well, most of it, apart from changing the keg.
The cellarmen are here to do that. But there are things that only you and me should ever do.
Like what?
Like being here. The club has to have personality and atmosphere. It isn't anything that can be bought or taught, it just has to happen. This is our club, and the customers have to identify with us, see us, relate to us. You have to be here for that to happen.
Look, I'm sorry, Joe. I know what you're talking about, but I have to go.
You could lose this place so easily. It's a cutthroat business, Barry. I can teach you things, but mostly you just have to be here.
Look, this is just a one-off. I want to learn. You know that.
You know why I got that lot today?
Well, I suppose we needed lemonade.
To put in the kegs that we serve late on when the punters are half cut anyway. You never let any of the staff do things like that.
All right, I knew that.
Like knowing how much to put through the till that we won't be declaring without being too greedy. You have to live and breathe this life. People see you stroll around and they think it's easy. It's not a get-rich-quick scam, Barry. It's hard work.
Well, you're cutting it a bit fine, but I always did have a horrible feeling you'd do it New Year's Eve in Paris.
Well, I said I'd get him before the new year, and I've done it.
Mm.
Here we are, my love.
Thanks, Dad.
Karen, are you sure you won't have one?
No, I'm going to save myself until we get to France. So have you heard any more from Max?
Oh, I take it you're referring to El Maximilian of Mallorca. No, he's probably taken out Spanish citizenship by now.
So the problem hasn't been resolved yet, then?
It'll be resolved tonight.
Tonight?
Yes. I realise this impasse has got to be broken somehow. So I'm going to phone your mother at midnight. You see, Karen, my wife and I have never been apart at midnight on New Year's Eve since we first met. And I'm sure that once we actually start talking, we'll resolve these little differences.
Little differences? What, like wanting to live in different countries?
It'll all be resolved on the stroke of midnight.
Well, there you are. So what will you be doing on the stroke of midnight?
I'll be here. Where else?
Well, without Max, moping. Go down to Barry's club. You need cheering up.
Oh, I don't know. What about Thomas?
Oh, come on. Anna's here. I'm here. Oh, go on, Patricia. Ease my conscience.
Oh, all right. But I won't stay too late, though.
Just make sure that everything's working fantastic and make sure everyone's got drinks and things. Hi. Nice to see you. Enjoy yourself. Hello, Brian.
Hiya.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Love the hair.
Hello, Tracy. Have a good evening.
Hey, excuse me a minute. Look, I have to go.
Have to? You don't have to. You're leaving me because you want to.
Leaving it? You make it sound like a marriage or something.
Exactly. It's at least as serious as that. Go on. We just put this one down to immaturity.
Right, be a couple of days, all right?
Enjoy yourself.
I will.
Right, Barry. Looks like a promising evening.
Yeah, it's a pity I'm going to miss it.
Why were you going?
Paris.
Paris?
Come on. I owe you a drink.
I'll tell you what, Trace, you better watch here with him, you know.
Oh, he's not. He's
Well.
just my boss. So you're going to Paris with them?
Just a mate, like. Anyway, Happy New Year.
Cheers. Here's to success.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you.
Oh, great, you ready?
Yeah, ready when you are.
Taxi's ticking over.
All right, sir.
All right, going on your rolls.
Yeah, well, we're going to Paris for a couple of days.
Now?
Immediately, we've got a plane to catch.
Oh, well, have a good one.
Yeah, I will.
And see ya.
Come on, Barry.
Just hang on a minute, will you?
Oh, listen, we really do have to hurry up, honestly. I mean, come on, let's go. Thanks.
Barry?
Hello?
Want some company?
You must be desperate if you want to spend New Year's Eve with an alleged rapist.
I'm a witness for your defence, remember?
You got nowhere else to go?
Patricia's father said I could pop out for a while. I think he wants to be alone to telephone his wife in Spain. I just wanted to come here.
Well, I'm not the best company in the world, but... Come here.
You'll have to be fitter than that for your honeymoon.
Where's Sinbad?
I was up with that mob by the bar. We were here first. How are your wedding plans going?
Slowly. I feel a bit lost around here, to be honest, with my family down south. You know, company to go shopping with, things like that.
Yeah, shopping for the wedding dress, probably the best bit.
Well, almost. Hey, if you ever fancy showing me where some decent shops are, I'd be really grateful.
OK, no problem.
Great.
See you later.
Yeah, see ya.
Where's your brother?
He's working at the pizza parlour. I'm babysitting.
Your brother's girlfriend. She seems a nice girl. Lovely looking.
Yeah. Our Ellis is cutting it fine, though. He's gonna miss midnight if he isn't quick. Anyway, all the best, Joe.
All the best. Nice to see you, Mick.
You're off your head, you are.
Yeah, and what are you trying to do?
Lose the baby? By drinking a bottle of gin, that won't work.
Give me the bottle. No! This is it. It's gotta go.
Hey, sit down before you fall down.
I don't want to be pregnant! Leanne! Come on, don't do anything stupid. I've got to get rid of it tonight! Leanne?
Look, listen, will ya? Now, it's no use arguing. You've been told the place is full. And this gentleman has told me that no one, no matter who they are, is coming in. Now, I'm sorry, folks, but that's the way it is, OK? You're not on.
Jimmy, you've got to let me and Mick save me a place. I've only shut the shop for an hour.
Look, no one is saving anyone a place. It's chocker up there.
10, 9, 8.
He must have been able to get in.
6.
What do you think's happened to him?
No idea.
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year.
everybody!
Come on, louder. All together.
Anna? Leanne, open the door. Leanne, please, please don't do anything stupid. Oh, come out, Leanne, just come out, eh? Yeah.
Dad. Dad.
Oh, I must have dropped off. Hello.
Where's Anna?
Oh, I told her she could pop out for half an hour.
She had no right to go out. She gets paid enough to do her job.
Oh, come on, love. There's no point in both of us minding the lad.
She's the nanny, not you. How long ago was half an hour?
Oh, couple of hours.
What's she playing at? Did you speak to Mum?
Yeah, no, but I tried to. I can't understand it, really. I phoned on the stroke of midnight, and there was no answer.
Which midnight?
What? Oh, no. Midnight here.
And 1 o'clock in Spain. Great. So, not only have you not spoken to her and patched things up, but now she'll think you've snubbed her.
Happy New Year. Keep the change. Hey, I think I'll nip over and say Happy New Year to our Jackie.
Yeah, I'll come with you and see Katie.
Better do it now. We won't have a chance later when half the Legion descends on us.
If Ron and Frank ever finished that game of snooker, I had no idea a game could last so long.
And they're just as slow with the lights out.
Oh, hiya. What is it? It's Leanne. She won't come out to the bathroom and there's some terrible noises. We don't know what's happening to her.
Is this the one that's pregnant?
Pregnant? Leanne!
Leanne, it's Mrs. Dixon, Jackie's mum. Will you open this door straight away? Now, Leanne.
Oh, good grief. Anne Brookie is back on Christmas Day at 3:30. Don't miss that next episode. Still to come this afternoon, Judge Judy at 3 o'clock, the Real Holiday Show at 4. And how about this for a holiday in a hut with no electricity or water? Does that sound nice to you? Well, you can hear more about that holiday in the Real Holiday Show at 4 o'clock this afternoon. We've been talking today about one of the big news stories of the day, which is that the government has announced plans to completely overhaul the adoption process to make it possible for people to adopt children in less than the 3 years it quite often takes, by which time the child is, 3 years further through the care system, which can't be a good idea. And also, they are talking about bringing in a register of potential adoptive parents and children who need adopting across England and Wales so they can match them much better, and it's not just restricted to the geographical location in which you live. Let us know.
Morning. Shouldn't be doing that. You now think she's going to be made redundant. What are you doing here so early, anyway?
Well, I got a phone call off the police about 6 o'clock this morning. The alarm was going off and they couldn't contact you. Well, I couldn't sleep, so I just thought I'd come here and do some tidying up.
Yeah, they left a message on my answer machine.
When did you get that, then?
When I got in about an hour ago, I had a quick shower, got changed, came straight here.
An hour ago? Well, where were you? What happened when you dropped me off?
Oh, I went back to the club, forgot my coat.
So, when you went back to the club, you stayed there?
Yeah. Just had a few more drinks, got talking, you know how it is. So, why did the alarm go off anyway? We haven't been broken into or anything, have we?
No, the police just reckoned someone was leaning heavily on the window.
Oh, right. Good.
So, who was there then?
Where?
At the club when you went back for your coat.
What do you mean, when I went back for my coat? As if I'm making it up.
I don't mean that. I'm just saying it's not like you to forget something, is it? So who was there then?
Well, I can't remember their names. Oh, your Uncle Jimmy was there, of course. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he still is.
And that Joe Helsall. I suppose she was there, was she?
Of course she was there. It's her club. Do I detect a little note of jealousy? Happy New Year.
She fancies you, that Joe.
Rubbish. Well, what if she does, anyway?
Well, what do you mean, so what if she does?
Well, as long as I don't fancy her, you've got nothing to worry about, have you?
God, you're so full of yourself, you. I don't know where to stand with you.
Happy New Year, mate.
Same to you, mate.
I like it.
What have you been doing?
I've been jogging. It's my New Year's resolution.
Why?
Because I'm going to get fit.
You're going to get killed. Have you been to the doctor for a checkup before you started?
Now, I'm fit as a fiddle, aren't I? You don't see an unfit window cleaner, do you? Mind you, I'm knackered this morning. I didn't get any sleep. Or that club and your alarm going off.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't get broken into, did you?
No, everything was secure.
Good, because it was me that phoned the police.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you'll have to give us a contact number or a key.
Yeah, we'll sort something out.
Yeah, well, it makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, you two seemed very happy last night.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, it's a great time of the year for couples, isn't it? You know, what with Alice and Marianne getting married, Barry and whoever it is going off to Paris, me and Mars, you and Trace, all looking forward to the new year, eh?
Yeah. Well, I suppose it's a great time of the year for optimism. I wonder how many of those couples will still be together this time next year, though.
Well, don't say that. I feel all down now.
Oh, just being realistic, Sinbad.
Yeah, well, there's enough time for that when it isn't Christmas, isn't there? I like to think we'll all be together this time next year.
Here you are. This'll help.
What is it?
Something to settle your stomach and help clear your head.
Thanks. Well, what time is it?
10 o'clock. Well, don't worry. I spoke to your mum last night and said you were stopping with us. And that's all I said.
Thanks.
But you've got to talk to them, Leanne. You've got to get yourself sorted out, haven't you?
I know, but I just feel rotten at the moment. I don't want to think about it.
All right. Take your time. Do you want something to eat?
Well, you know what I'd love if you've got it?
Go on.
Corned beef and mustard pickle, buddy.
I think we can manage that.
Morning.
Good morning. Do you want something to eat?
No, thanks. Just a cup of tea, please.
OK.
She's all right, your mum, isn't she? Yeah, everybody else's mum's always all right. It's when you have to live with them. I'm surprised you're still alive after last night. Thanks a lot. I mean, you're off your head, you are. Why did you go and drink a full bottle of gin? You know why? I mean, didn't they teach you anything of biology in school? You can't get rid of a baby by drinking a bottle of gin and then jumping up and down or whatever you were doing in that bathroom. Look, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, but Leanne, what are you going to do? I'm 16 in a few weeks. I'll go to the abortion clinic then and nobody needs to know. And they won't tell me mum and dad because I've checked.
You know what Barry's like? He says he wants to talk to you, he will. All I've said is, I won't arrange anything between you.
I'm not going to speak to him, Terry, no matter what. I think I should move back to Birkenhead.
Yeah, but he knows where you live. He's bound to turn up. I mean, wouldn't it be best all round if you did speak to him?
No! How can you be on his side after what he did to you?
I'm not. I'm just thinking what's best for you.
Morning. Happy New Year, Tiz.
All right, all the best.
Happy New Year to you. And, you don't mind, do you?
What are you asking him for?
I don't want to embarrass him, that's all. Happy New Year, friend.
And to you, Mick.
Cheers. I thought you'd have been in Barry's new club last night. What happened to you?
Oh, well, we just stayed in, you know, had a quiet night.
A quiet night on New Year? Get out. You must have had something far more interesting to do than spend time in a nightclub then.
Why, was it a good night then?
It was a great night, although not for our Ellis. By the time he turned up, it was chocker, they wouldn't let him in.
That's a bit mean, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't just him, they wouldn't let anybody in. Police orders. They must have made a fortune in there last night. All right, Mus.
Hiya. You haven't seen Sinbad, have you?
No, I was just saying they missed a good night in the club.
Yeah, saw you having a good time there.
Everybody had a good time, didn't they?
Except Alice.
I bet this is a man with a New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. I'm ahead of schedule.
Taking up jogging then, Sonoma?
Well, it's my New Year's resolution, you know.
I'm very proud of him.
Well, I bet you don't keep it up till the end of the week.
Hey, don't you be discouraging him.
All right, come, Ed. See you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Are they, you know?
My friends? Yeah, I should think so.
I think they're living together.
Oh, wait, come on, Mars. That's a big jump to make. They probably just need each other's company over Christmas, that's all.
Hello? Happy New Year, Mum. No, I'm fine. Really. I'm gonna go round and get a pizza later. No, it was all right. Anna came round, so I did have some company. Mum, there's no law that says I can't speak to a defence witness. Well, I'm not going to be alone that long anyway, am I? Don't worry. You and Dad are coming back next week when the trial starts again.
Jimmy? Jimmy, wake up!
All right, all right. Oh. Hi, kid. What are you doing here?
Happy New Year to you and all.
Oh, well, yeah, same to you and all that. How'd you get in?
You left the door open.
Oh, God.
Oh, looks a bit sad now, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, that's life, kid, you know. Back to reality and all that. Do you want a coffee or what?
No, thanks.
So what can I do for you, then?
Nothing. I just thought I'd come and visit you.
But you visit me. Oh, and we all know you're the compulsive visitor, don't we, eh? Come on, what is it you really want?
I was wondering how the party ended last night.
I was just wondering that myself.
Well, didn't you stay till the end?
Probably.
Well, don't say you can't remember anything.
All right, then I won't.
But you don't. Oh, Jimmy, you must remember something.
Look, I don't do it much these days. Get bladdered. And I didn't have a drink till everyone had gone. And then I just relaxed, good style. The job was done, I wasn't driving, and I knew I was going to doss down here for the night, so I thought, yeah, go on, what the hell?
Well, do you remember Brian coming back for his overcoat?
Tracy, I don't even remember Brian being here in the first place, love.
Oh, God, you're hopeless, you are. How many brain cells did you batter to death last night?
I didn't batter them to death. I drowned them, and I enjoyed the process. And now I'm paying for it, aren't I, with the little man drilling away in here. But what the hell? I enjoyed it.
How do you know if you can't remember?
Listen, it was only the details that floated away, kid, but I can still recall the glow. Still recall the enjoyment, the feeling that nothing matters, know what I mean? Anyway, come on. What's your problem?
It just seems a bit odd that Brian came back here after dropping me off, that's all.
Yeah, well, we talked about that. He forgot his overcoat. People do.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Maybe you should ask Joe what happened.
Jane, I'm worried about.
I've said I'm sorry, Patricia. But I really don't think I have anything to apologise for. Your father said it would be all right to go out.
My father said you could go out for half an hour. You took advantage. I didn't hear you come into a well-gone tune.
What if Thomas had been sick? I don't pay my father to babysit. I pay you.
I left the house as much to give your father some privacy to make his phone call to Spain as anything else.
Granted, the house isn't exactly a mansion, but you didn't have to leave the house. You could have just left the room. I take it you went to see Peter Harrison.
And what's so bad about that? He was alone on New Year's Eve. I just went to give him some company to cheer him up.
He wouldn't have needed cheering up in the first place if you hadn't had that stupid party.
Oh, Patricia. I realise you're annoyed because Max is still in Spain, but I really don't think it's any reason to take it all out on me.
I'm merely pointing out how unprofessional your attitude is. You left my child alone.
I left Thomas asleep in the house with your father. You've never liked me, have you? You've never given me a fair chance since I started. Maybe I should have started hanging around with a Catholic priest.
Don't be ridiculous.
Then what is it with you? I do my job. Thomas likes me. Max likes me. Is that it? You're just jealous of me.
Jealous?
What is it with you, then?
I don't like you, Anna. It's as simple as that. And I don't see any point in your working here any longer.
You're sacking me.
Yes.
But surely you can't. Why?
Why? You know why. You've neglected your duties. You've neglected my son. Now, you can pack and go as soon as you like. I'll pay you till the end of the month. That's more than I need to do.
What is wrong with you?
I just don't want anyone over there to see me shopping here.
You're soft melt. You can shop anywhere you like.
Well, I'm the caretaker of them shops, aren't I? I feel like a traitor.
Yeah, and them shops don't do magazines or these that we're giving up for our New Year's resolution.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Breaking New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, like making sure your fiancé's the first person you kiss at the stroke of midnight.
You were the first person I kissed?
I don't know that, do I? You weren't with me.
No, because that's because I was in the gents, 3 back from the trough, bursting.
Eee, don't be disgusting. Anyway, at least we're in the same club, not like Alice and Marianne.
Yeah. But she was going mad, wasn't she?
I don't think she noticed he wasn't there, to be honest.
What?
She was all over Mick for ages.
How do you mean?
What I say, at midnight, they were kissing.
Hang on, at midnight, everyone was kissing?
No, not like this. I think you'd call it sucking face, and the look they gave each other afterwards.
What sort of a look?
A look that said more than words could.
A look? It was a party, wasn't it? I think you're looking too deep into it.
Just think. Just before that, Marianne was asking me about going shopping for wedding dresses with her. God, there's that Peter Harrison. Hope he doesn't want to talk to us.
No, he's not going to want to exchange pleasantries, is he? Oh, you're right, he's coming over.
Oh, yeah? Happy New Year.
All the best, mate. So, did you have a good crimbo then, Pete?
Oh, quiet, you know.
Well, ours was quiet, wasn't it, Mass?
Yeah.
Well, the club was good, but, well, it wasn't that quiet, was it?
Listen, I'll go and get the pizzas and you go and put the kettle on, OK?
Right.
I'm going there myself. I'll come with you.
OK. See you later.
Yeah.
See you.
See you.
All right. What can I get you?
It's all right. You can serve him first. I'm not in a hurry.
Oh, I phoned mine through already. Just be a couple of minutes, Pete, all right?
Cheers.
Peter.
You all right?
No. Can I have a word with you outside?
Yeah, sure. Back in a minute, Mick. All right.
Yeah, no problem.
What that's all about? Looks like he's upset her as well.
Oh, no, Moss, we don't know that.
Patricia sacked me.
Olive, don't. She sacked you today, New Year's Day.
Yes.
How can she do that?
She's done it. I don't think she would have done if Max had been here, but he's still stuck in Spain. She sacked me because I came over to see you last night. She said I left Thomas.
Well, surely you must have rights. She can't just sack you like that. And her father said it was okay, didn't he?
Yes, but it was only meant to be for half an hour. She sacked me and that's that. Don't know what to do. Where to go.
That's all right. Well, you must have good grounds for unfair dismissal.
Mick says your pizza's ready.
Right, thanks.
Something going on between those two?
It's their business, Mars.
It's quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? New Year's Day. To open or not to open, that is the question. Here you go, Pete. 340, please.
Yeah, I'm glad you did open. Didn't fancy cooking much. I'm Sinbad starving as usual.
It's all the exercise he's doing.
Yeah. Is Alice making up for last night, then?
Yeah, Marianne, I've gone out somewhere.
Here you go, 340.
Cheers, mate. See you soon, eh?
See ya.
Marianne forgiven Alice over last night, then?
Well, it wasn't his fault he couldn't get in. No, then, did you want anchovies on there? I can't remember.
No. Marianne seemed to be in safe hands last night, anyway. I mean, if you can't be with your fella, you might as well be with the next best thing. His big brother.
Yeah. And the next best thing being the future best man at their wedding.
And is Marianne sure that Ellis is the best man for her?
That's something you'll have to ask Marianne, isn't it?
But I think I'll ask her before she buys a wedding dress.
Ah. Do I detect a hint of jealousy here, Mars? A slight glow of the torch used to carry for Ireland?
Certainly not.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it then, Mars. I'm sure they'll make a lovely couple.
All right.
All right, Jimmy.
Hey, listen. I'm like that about whether it's transferred or not, you know.
Well, why not compromise? Just give me your money.
You've been taking lessons off Ron Dixon or what?
And have you been taking lessons off?
How do you mean?
Not letting Alice into the club last night. I thought you'd been to the school for awkward doormen.
Hey, that wasn't my fault. That was that copper who turned up, wasn't it? Hey, fire regulations, all that sort of stuff. The place was chocker, you know, honest it was.
I know, but you could have let Alice in.
More than my job's worth. Hey, what could I do, hey?
Well, you're not going to be his favourite person this morning.
I'm sure he'll understand. Just bad luck, that's all.
But lucky for some, though, eh? I'll be back for that pizza in 10 minutes.
See you, Mars.
Yeah.
Oh, Mars. I'll tell Alice you were asking about him.
I'll just get my things and I'll go.
Oh, right, yes. Anna, when I said you could leave as soon as you liked, I didn't mean you had to leave tonight. You can stay here until you find somewhere to live.
No, thank you. I'd rather not hang about. But the accommodation here goes with the job. You've sacked me, therefore I must leave. I'll find somewhere.
But where at this time of day?
Oh, please don't feel guilty about it. It's quite simple as you said. You just don't like me. There's no point dragging it out anymore. I'll pack my things and go.
Leanne, your taxi's here. Oh, thanks, Mrs. Dixon. Thanks for everything.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
She's got herself in a right mess, hasn't she?
Yeah, terrible. Didn't think she was that thick.
Hey, that's not a very nice thing to say about her.
Yeah, I'm very surprised you're defending her.
Well, I'm not exactly defending her. I just feel very sorry for her. What is she going to do?
Wait until she's 16 and have an abortion.
And she thinks it's as simple as that, does she?
Well, she said that he won't tell me, was he?
But it's something that poor girl has to live with for the rest of her life.
Oh, so what are you saying? You think she should have the baby?
No. There is no easy answer. It's not clear-cut. The fact is, there's no right answer. But she should definitely talk to her parents. Point is, she shouldn't have been doing it in the first place.
Yeah, well, she says it was the first time and, well, she felt under pressure to prove that she was grown up.
God, times never really change. Was it that lad Paul that got her into this mess?
Oh, I don't know. She wouldn't tell us. But, she says that he doesn't want to know.
Jackie, I want you to know that you can always talk to me about anything, all right?
All right, Mum.
I really don't think I can stay, you know.
Have you any choice? Look, you can stay in one of the spare bedrooms until you get yourself sorted out. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, whether the house sells or if the worst comes to the worst, prison, but...
Just don't know.
There are laws to protect workers, you know. I think Patricia Farnham's definitely broken them.
I've broken the law myself. I could never take Patricia to an industrial tribunal because I should not have been working for her in the first place. I've never told anyone this, but I shouldn't be in this country.
How do you mean?
I'm here illegally.
You mean you're an illegal immigrant? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Being Polish, I should have a visa and a work permit.
So how come you are here then?
Came over to study and never left because I was lucky enough to get a job.
Simple as that?
Yes. I signed up with an agency who didn't want any details. They took a large percentage of my wages, but didn't ask any awkward questions.
No, I bet they didn't.
So, you see, I could never take an official stance against Patricia.
No. You must have been scared to death in court. What if they checked your background?
It crossed my mind once or twice. The Farnhams wanted me to go to Spain with them last week. Well, I couldn't because I was terrified I wouldn't get back into the country. But Patricia thought it was something to do with you.
Why not? I get blamed for everything else around here. Look, you're staying here. You haven't any other choice. That's it then.
He's getting through his scans now, isn't he? He'll be packing it on.
Yeah, he's putting it on and I'm trying to get it off. I know who's the most successful.
Oh, go away. There isn't a pick on you.
So, I felt terrible when I realised I was pregnant, but I won't be without him now.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, I wonder what he's going to be when he grows up, eh? Football player, doctor, solicitor, racing driver or a businessman.
Let's just hope he doesn't turn out to be a nightclub owner.
Yeah, defo.
I was thinking about Barry earlier and about what's best to do.
Are you going to go back to the flat in Birkenhead? Because he's going to be back from Paris on Monday.
Look, if you don't mind, we'll stay here. I don't want to always be looking over my shoulder frightened that Barry's going to turn up. I've decided to face him when he gets back. I'm going to face him and put him straight about Stephen. I've got to get it sorted once and for all. Escort me everywhere like a mindy, you know. I'm not afraid of Barry.
You know what Barry's like? He's unpredictable at the best of times. And anyway, I like going for a walk with you and the baby.
What happens if Barry catches us out together?
I'm not scared of him, you know.
Do you really mean that?
Yeah, of course I do. Why?
I don't know. I just didn't want my problems to become your problems, that's all.
Just doing what I think's right. I mean, I really enjoy spending Christmas with you and the baby, less than being on my own and staring into the bottom of an empty beer glass. I don't care what Barry thinks when he gets back. I'm sticking with you and the baby. Hi. What's going on here?
Oh, I'm just putting my own trading name on the place.
Very nice. Well, do you mind? I'd like to come in.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Bry. All the best, mate.
All right.
Good night, New Year's Eve, wasn't it? Well, what I can remember of it, know what I mean? Hey, listen, did you get to grips with that Joel saw one? You know, let the new year in with a bang, did you? Ha!
You got anything to do?
Yeah. Only I thought you and our Tracy were, you know, or you and Joe an item, as they say in the biz.
What's any of this really got to do with you?
No, well, listen, I'll tell you. When Barry is away, I am like the eyes and the ears of the business, you know, and Joe is his partner.
Look, I don't want to sound rude, but I like to keep myself to myself. But if you're really interested in Jo Housel's private life, maybe you should ask her, seeing as she's your boss.
Hello, love.
Hello.
Hi.
What's going on here? Been bought out, have you?
No, on the contrary, I've bought out the franchise. I'm now the full owner.
Get into the big league, eh?
Well, I'm happy with what I've got for the moment, but I've still got plans for expansion.
Thought you might celebrate with a bottle of bubbly.
Yeah, I might do later.
No time like the present. Jimmy,
Sorry.
Yeah?
could you just nip up to the club and get me a bottle of champagne, please?
Champagne?
Yes. Brian's going to celebrate, so I'm going to celebrate with him.
Can I have a word? Has this been checked?
I own the club.
Oh, well, part ownership, and my boss is back today, you know.
I don't want you getting confused, but we're both your boss. Now, could you go and get the champagne? In fact, 2 bottles. Oh, and don't forget the glasses.
Oh, come on. There's nothing here that we can't get sorted out.
It's all right for you, Mum. It's not you that's pregnant.
Yes, I know, but then I do understand the situation.
Your mum's right. You really want to help, Leanne.
Yeah, but you haven't got a dad like hers. He's terrible.
Well, your mum then. She'll find it easier telling your dad if you can't.
He'd batter her as well.
We all exaggerate about our parents battering us, but I don't think it's likely he'll batter you and your mum. They'll be very worried when they eventually find out.
Well, he won't be fine to know, because I'm getting an abortion.
Leanne, this is all very casual, talking about abortion as you're going to get a dress altered.
Oh, so what else is she supposed to do?
She shouldn't have even gone with Paul in the first place.
Paul, the lad you met in Edinburgh?
Well, I knew he was a divvy, that's why I ditched him.
And I suppose he's disappeared off the scene now.
As soon as he got what he wanted. You should have known that, Leanne.
Oh, so you're turning against me now, are you? Oh, no one is, but Casey's right.
Looks a lot. It is all too late to talk about that. Yes, Leanne should have protected herself. But, Leanne, you can't use abortion as a form of contraception.
No, but it might be one option for her if she talks to her parents.
Well, there are other options.
Oh, yes, such as?
Well, having the baby with the support of a mum and dad who will forgive, talking to somebody in social services, adoption even if she can't manage to bring the baby up herself.
But those are your options. None of this talks about my life being ruined for one mistake at 15.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be like that, Leanne.
There's no other way. I was stupid, but I don't want to pay the price for the rest of my life. If I have the abortion now, I'll have forgotten about it in a year or 2.
But maybe you won't forget about it. Maybe you'll have to carry the emotional scars with you for the rest of your life.
Me, Mum, you make it sound worse.
Jackie, this is serious.
Don't you think I know that? I know you think I'm only a kid and I'm too young to have a baby, but I just want this thing out of me as soon as I can. And I hate myself for it, but I know I've got to do it. I'm getting an abortion.
Hello, come in.
Just come to wish you all the best for the new year.
I was just about to pop out, get some things for the office. Come with me if you like.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Did you have a good time?
No, it was awful. My dad turned up from Spain on Christmas Eve, having left my mum out there by herself. Max has had to go out there, try and persuade her to come home, and she won't. So I spent another New Year's Eve without Max. Oh, and to top it all, he's just phoned to say he's got food poisoning. He spent the night in a hospital. Apart from that, it was brilliant.
Sounds terrible. Oh, 2 New Year's Eves alone on the trot.
I'll get over it. How about you and Derek?
We just had a nice quiet time, you know, my mum and dad, a few relatives.
Glad it went well.
So don't you know when Max is due back?
I thought
thought she'd have left by now.
What's she doing over there?
I had to sack her last week. She was meant to be looking after Thomas, but she went swanning off to Peter Harrison.
Oh, so you sacked her?
Yeah. I don't know whether it was a bit hasty. I didn't even find out if she had somewhere to go.
Have you told Max?
No. Just had to sack her on the spot. No doubt he'll have something to say about it when I do tell him.
Hiya. What you got in the nappies, Tar? What is it?
He's back.
Did you speak?
Yeah, he wants to see you and the baby.
Well, he can see me, but he's not seeing Stephen.
Don't be soft. You can't have him in one room, the baby in another. He'd do us nuts.
You can take Stephen out. I mean, just go for a walk. Take him to your dad's.
I want to be here. He might kick off, mightn't he?
It'll be all right. I know I've got to see him, so I might as well get it over as soon as possible. But there's no way he's going to have the satisfaction of seeing this little fella. Never.
Hiya, girls. Hey, Happy New Year, all the best and all that, eh?
Happy New Year.
Ah, nice one.
Hello, Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year. Could I have some golden Virginia tobacco, please?
Rolling your own now?
Pardon?
Nothing, a joke. £1.34, please. Good Christmas and New Year.
Oh, wonderful. Max had to go over to Spain to sort something out and, well, Patricia's been very unpleasant since he left. In fact, she's been worse than unpleasant.
Wouldn't let your boss hear you talking like that.
Well, the Farnhams aren't my employers anymore. We had a disagreement and I was asked to leave.
Oh, no. What are you going to do now?
Oh, and I don't know, really. Peter Harrison's been kind enough to let me stay at his house, so...
You what?
Pardon?
You're living with a rapist.
All right, Jimmy.
You want to be careful, love. Keep your door locked at night.
Nothing has been proven.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. You're witness for the defence, aren't you? I might have known you'd be shacked up with him.
You don't know what you're talking about.
That's enough, Jimmy.
I don't think it is. Listen, he should be locked up now. And when they find him guilty, they should castrate him.
Do you mind? My daughter and her friends are here.
Yeah. And if I had my way, they would be able to walk the streets safe at night, instead of having to keep an eye over one shoulder in case some rapist like Peter Harrison tries anything.
Oh. Do you mind not abusing customers in my shop? And anyway, no one's been proved guilty yet.
Oh, haven't they? Well, we'll see, won't we? On Friday, when Harrison gets his comeuppance.
Well, long time no see.
Yeah,
Keep on well?
not bad.
This is a bit better than your flat over in Birkenhead, then, eh? So what's it all about?
I don't know. You wanted to see me?
You know what I mean.
I'm afraid I don't.
All right. So I wasn't giving you any money for the baby. And you didn't want to scrape round for the rest of your life. So you latched onto Terry.
I have latched onto nobody. Terry's a good friend.
He's a soft touch.
Your opinion, not mine.
Where's the baby?
He's out with Terry.
I want you out of Terry's life.
He's a big boy now, you know.
But he doesn't always see things the right way. I'm doing this to protect him.
From what?
From himself. You see, he doesn't know what he's doing. And before he knows it, he'll be in, over his head.
In over his head and happy, you mean?
Fran, you and Terry have got no future together.
You know, I find this bizarre. When I was daft and immature, I used to argue with women about other fellas, but with a man about another man. Maybe Terry and I have got a future. He's good for me and the baby.
I don't want you screwing up his life, especially bringing up my kid.
You ruined both our lives, and if we can build something together, we'll both be very happy. He's more of a father to that child than you'll ever be.
Yeah, well, it's early days yet. I'll soon get sick of you.
Yeah, maybe. But in the meantime, we'll spend as much time as we can together with the baby and give him the start in life he needs.
Well, like I say, it's early days. I was just wondering if we could have a private word after about some family business.
Yeah, come back in about half an hour. Is that all right?
Yeah, no problem. You can lock up. I've got a spare set of keys.
I'll catch you later, Danny.
Must have something on his mind.
Must be catching.
Well, I was a bit surprised to find out that Joe Halsall only got the buyout before me.
She just happened to be there.
Which leaves us where?
Why don't you say what's on your mind, Tracy?
I want to know where we stand.
Well, same place as we've always been. Neither of us wanted any form of commitment, remember? I don't want to cramp your style. Go out with other men if you want. I won't think any less of you.
So are you going to go out with other women?
Look, we get on really well. I mean, do you want anything more than what we've got?
No. No, I didn't really.
Well, there you go. That's all right then. What's that?
Oh, that man. The one that had the shop that went on fire.
Corkill. Jimmy Corkill.
Yeah, that's him.
What, has he been going around complaining about rapists being at large in the community or something?
How did you know?
Because men like him are as predictable as rain on a bank holiday.
He was so insulting. He said some horrible things.
Par for the course, really. Whether I'm found not guilty will be immaterial. To some people, I'll always be a rapist. It's funny. When you're a kid, you always think about what you're going to be when you grow up. Peter Harrison, doctor, lawyer, rapist.
You shouldn't say things like that.
No, you're right. It's funny. Here I am in my own home, a few days away from a verdict which could send me to prison. And the only person around to offer any real comfort is an illegal Polish immigrant.
Oh, shh. There are spies everywhere.
With all these spies, how come you've avoided the authorities for so long?
Oh. England's no different to anywhere else. Someone always wants cheap labour and doesn't care where it comes from. They don't ask for documents and pay what they like.
But what if you had an accident or something?
Oh, that happened once. Well, it's nothing serious. It was a car crash. But when I went to hospital, I said that I was French and gave them a false name and said that my passport was back at the hotel. It's very difficult for them to check.
Took some nerve, though. Well, you know you're welcome to stay here as long as you like.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm going to nip off and get some tobacco. And I think I'll get some Christmas crackers as well. Ron Dixon's bound to have some cheap leftovers.
Oh, do you think it's wise with people like that man Corkill around?
Yeah, I'll be fine. As long as I know I'm innocent. Remember, this is our Christmas Day. Belated, but...
Ray, what can I do for you?
Nothing really. I'm just on my way round to Frank's. Just thought I'd pop in and see if there's any new developments with Leanne.
No, she's working over there in the petrol station. She's a foolish girl.
Hi, hi. Evening, girls.
Evening.
Just a box of chocks, please, Dee.
In the doghouse again, are we?
No, just trying to cheer up Jackie, that's all. Yeah, I'll tell you, it's a pity she jacked this place in. Kept her from getting bored.
Don't know, I can't wait until we get a replacement.
Oh, I've asked her to come back, but she won't. And what's happening now is because she's in, she's seeing all these odd little jobs that need doing, isn't she, hey?
You'll have the paintbrush out soon.
Tell me about it. It's when the Christmas deckies come down that I worry. Oh, looks a bit bare in here, Jimmy. Could do with a lick of paint, Jimmy.
Hello.
Could I have a packet of Virginia, please? And these, please.
Housekeeper barricading her door yet?
Pardon?
Well, I just thought you'd be better off working somewhere like Coventry.
£4.50, please.
Not being funny, Dee, but I was first. And that big box will do. Strange, innit? Horrible smells you get when you step out for a breath of fresh air.
£7.35, Jimmy.
Thanks. I want to check your money off your next customer if I was you. Might be dodgy. Wow. Crime seems to run in the family.
I hope you're not talking to me.
I wouldn't talk to you.
Will you leave the shop? Now.
And good riddance.
Jimmy? This is getting beyond a joke. This is the second time today, and if there's any more of it, I'm not serving you again.
All right, all right. It just gets to me, that's all. I'm sorry.
What on earth was that all about?
Oh, I'll tell you sometime. I'm at the end of my tether. What with work in here, Jimmy Corkle ranting and raving, and now all this stuff with Leanne.
Well, I suppose the bottom line is the girl's parents should know. I'd want to know.
I should have told them when I first found out.
Maybe you're right. But if Leanne's parents are anything like she says...
Yeah, what can we do? I suppose at some stage we're going to have to decide well, what's the best thing to do for Leanne and the baby.
It's got you this for Christmas.
Yeah, great, isn't it?
It's a bit posh.
So, in the morning, I'll sort out some stuff for our bash tomorrow, to launch the business, to which you are, of course, invited.
Oh, I can't. I'm going out with Derek tomorrow.
Oh, right, well, maybe I'd better ask you now, then.
Ask me what?
We may need some part-time nannying for Thomas. Or, if you're interested, Karen and I might need some help around the office. Just some filing, answering the phone.
Yeah, I'd do both. I'd do anything to get short of Giles and Evelyn.
We don't need an answer straight away. It wouldn't be live-in, I'm afraid. The house is a bit full at the moment.
Yeah, that's okay. I might not be able to help you permanently, though. Derek's been talking about me and him doing some voluntary work in Romania.
Romania?
Yeah, well, it's nothing definite yet, but... Well, even if it does work out, I'll help you till we go. At least I know I can pack my job in anyway.
I don't know. Look, thanks for being here. I'm really glad you stayed. Good company.
Peter?
Yeah?
Good night.
Good night.
I just wanted to talk. Hoped you'd listen.
Well, I'm intrigued. So what's it about?
Guess who's a daddy, Trace?
You've got a kid? Oh, of course you have. It's that Fran, isn't he? So that baby that we've seen Terry with then is yours?
It's mine. I haven't even touched him yet. I haven't even seen what he looks like.
Well, what's Fran doing with Terry?
My son's upstairs.
Well, I thought you were mates. What's going on? Why aren't you up there kicking the doors down? What's he got on you? Is it something dodgy? Is it something to do with the club?
He knows, Trace.
He knows what?
I'm taking them back over to Birkenhead, so there's no need for any detective work. You don't have to follow. I don't see any need for any rough stuff, do you?
Aye, all right, kids.
Daddy, this is mad. What's he got on you?
Oh, Teddy looks the real family man again, doesn't he, eh?
Oh, just shut it, Jimmy, will you?
Yeah?
Can I talk to you?
Yeah, sure.
I'd just like to say I'm really grateful to you for helping me out.
That's all right. I'm just glad we can keep each other company. Hasn't been very easy for me recently. I've started to feel right on the edge of things. It's nice to know I've got at least one friend left.
Well, I'd like us to stay friends no matter what happens. Well, just take things from there.
Don't really know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
Please, Anna, leave the room.
What?
Leave the room, please. I can't do this.
It's okay.
Don't you see? This is just what happened with Diana. You're alone in a bedroom with me, Peter Harris, and I've been accused of rape. You shouldn't be here. You could cry rape, but I couldn't do anything about it.
I wouldn't do that. I care so much about you.
Oh, God, this is such a bloody nightmare.
What do you think? Oh, it's nice. Fact, c'est magnifique. Been in France lately? Oui. And how was it? How do you mean? Well, I rather meant how was the Pompidou Centre or the Palace of Versailles, or didn't you manage to get out of bed? Paris was wonderful and Barry was better. Your little rough diamond, eh? Wish I could have spent a romantic New Year's Eve with Max anywhere. Is he still no closer to coming home? No, it's a complete nightmare. He phoned yesterday to say he's got food poisoning now. I told him when he's feeling better, if he still hasn't persuaded Mum to come home, he'll have to come back and, I may have to go out there myself.
That's going to stretch us a bit.
Yeah, but if I do have to go, I've arranged for some part-time help from Margaret.
Oh, good. Well, that'll help.
Well, be a spare pair of hands for a few weeks anyway. Then she may have to go and do some charity work with her boyfriend.
Well, that's a shame. I mean, for us. She's a good worker.
Yeah, she was here yesterday, actually, helping me get this place into some sort of order. That reminds me. Barry's partner, Jo Halsall, she came in yesterday with a copy of the local paper. Said she thought the ads for the club were a bit tacky.
Tacky? This has nothing to do with adverts. I detect a
touch of the old green devil, eh? You're probably right, but just be a bit careful, eh? Be ashamed to lose a client because of something so trivial. Hello, you two.
Hello, my darling.
Here.
Gosh, it's bitter out there.
How's yourself?
Right.
Hello, Mr. Crosby.
Karen, my dear. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Enjoy Paris, did you?
We had a great time.
Didn't manage to take a trip down to Pigalle, did you? Get a look at all those ladies of the night.
No, we didn't. What are you doing here, Dad?
Oh, I just thought I'd pop in and give this place the once-over before you open for business.
And are you impressed?
Yes, very nice. I've always been one for economy of space myself. Never could stand those huge suites people call offices these days.
We'll get one of those eventually.
Probably. Well, that's a nice spread. What's the occasion?
Oh, it's a big day for us today. The company's officially up and running from our new premises.
So, who's cutting the tape?
Oh, it's only a small doodad, just a few clients and contacts. And if you and Mum weren't being so stubborn, Max would be here as well.
Oh, don't you worry. Your mother will see sense soon.
Hiya, Marcia.
Hiya. Is that job still going in the window?
What's it for? A tailor's dummy? Hey, good one, that. I'll keep that for the Legion.
It's handy half the members are deaf.
Well, is it still going then?
Why? Are you interested?
Depends on the hours.
Oh, my prayers have been answered.
Just a minute. The offer isn't confirmed yet.
Yeah, but we need somebody now. No one else has even applied.
Yes, all right, dear. Excuse us a minute, love. We just need a bit of a conflab.
Ron, let's just give her the job.
Dee Dee, she goes out with Sinbad, doesn't she?
What's that got to do with it?
Well, you know what it'll be like with them being a couple. He's going to be hanging around here all the time.
Ron, I'm married to you and I can't wait to get away from the place.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm talking about working here, not our marriage. Look, I don't mind helping out from time to time, but I really want this to be my last day. Especially if we've got somebody interested in the job and we know her.
I'm not sure, love.
Ron, I don't want to work here anymore. I want to get on with the rest of my life.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you don't make a decision to be working here by yourself.
Right, well, if that's the way you feel, I suppose I better give her the job, eh? Right, Moss. Now, the pay isn't brilliant. The hours are negotiable. But if you want the job, it's yours.
Yeah, the extra cash will be dead useful.
I made up for you.
Look, I'll have to sort out when you can start. I got one or two things to box off first.
OK.
Here we go. Morning.
All right, Bing.
Hello, Thomas.
Bar of chocolate for the lad, please.
Good swap, that.
What? Yes.
16p, please.
Right.
So, what's on or what?
Oh, just helping Patricia in the new office. They open for business today.
Oh, nice.
Yes, we're having a bit of a shindig out there, to which you as close neighbours and friends, I'm sure, are invited.
Us?
Yes, of course. You'd be very welcome. We Crosbys don't stand on ceremony, you know.
Right. Good, I'll look forward to that.
Right, I'll call back for you later.
Hey, hang on. If you're walking down to yours, I'll come with you. You can all afford, can't you, dearest?
As I'm being relieved of my duties. With pleasure.
Yeah, tell you what, you can show Marcia the stock lists and that.
Yeah, fine.
So why did Jackie Corker leave?
Right, come on, Bing. Better get going, eh?
It was some problem or other. Whatever it was very trivial. Right, well, should I show you some things, like the till?
Oh, well, I can't stay long. I've got to meet Marianne later to go into town for a wedding dress.
Oh, nice. Oh, Marcia, can I be cheeky and ask you to watch the shop and have a quick word with Barry Grant?
5 minutes.
No problem. Anyway, it'll be a good trial run. Barry? I was wondering, now our Derek's finished with the charity shop, is there any chance of me negotiating for the premises?
We'll have to see Fletchy's about that, and I suppose you should see Max, really, you know.
Yeah, I realise that, but he's still stuck in Spain and heaven knows when he's going to be back.
All right, I'll sort it out for you.
Thanks. Oh, when?
I don't know. Sooner rather than later. All right, I'll sort it.
Thanks.
We need to talk, Terry. What about? You know what about? If it's about Fran and her baby, I don't know what I can do for you. So what are you doing with her? I'm just spending time with her and your son. You didn't want to know her. Yeah, that's it, but it's different for the lad, innit? Yeah, well, they come as a package. You can't have one without the other.
Could get a court order out, you know.
Your name isn't even on the birth certificate.
Yeah. And how do you think that makes me feel like?
Yeah, well, you made your mind up a long time ago about Fran when she was pregnant with the baby. You dumped her, and she doesn't want to know.
What are you after?
I'm just spending time with a friend, and I'm in control.
Are you sure?
Dead sure. But the thing that's eating you up is me and Fran are outside of your control now. We're good mates. We get on well together. And the good thing is, we don't need you. So cop for that.
You better watch yourself, Terry. She'll screw you up.
John? Hello, Ron.
What's this I'm hearing about you moving out?
Well, we've never really settled in, have we? And we're a bit too close to Barbara's school for my liking. I don't know how you manage being so close to the shop.
John, I understand, you know.
Yes, I know. Well, the truth is, it's all been a bit too much. Nothing's really ever gone right for us since we've been here. We just thought we'd try and break the bad luck that's dogged us.
Should have come over, though. Said to her.
It was just a bit too sudden. We just wanted a quick, quiet getaway.
Well, look, well, if there's anything I can do for you.
Thanks.
And I don't have to say this, John, but... Well, for what it's worth, best of luck in court tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Peter?
Good.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, hello, Mr. Harrison.
Good morning.
I'd better go and get dressed.
Might be a good idea.
Didn't need that.
Didn't need... What the hell is she doing here?
Patricia Farnham sacked her. She's got nowhere else to go.
Oh, I see. So you decided to take her in? It's not a scent of a Polish refugees, you know.
Oh, don't get excited, Dad. It was just a humanitarian gesture.
Oh, very good. Keeping your bed warm, is she?
I resent that.
You resent it? Are you out of your tiny mind?
Don't start the insults, Dad.
You still don't get it, do you? You're in court tomorrow, and your new companion just happens to be the main witness for your defence. How's it going to look when the court get to hear about it?
Excuse me. Where have you been?
We'll have to go back for this.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, well, don't drink it all yourself. It's for both of us.
Would you like a drink?
I'll have an orange or something, please.
What's on your mind? You seem to be preoccupied.
It's nothing. It's just business.
Good. I think I preferred your romantic Paris moods better. Come on, I'll introduce you to some people. Harry,
Oh, thanks.
Hello?
Hello. I wasn't expecting you.
Ah, well, not like a surprise, eh?
Hello, Thomas.
So, this is the nerve centre to your business empire.
Oh, this is only the start. She'll have her own office block before long, won't you, Patricia? Hello, Karen. Nice girl, that. You keep her with you.
All right, Buzz.
Hi, Bob. How's it going?
Well, drink anyone.
Yes, G&T for me, please, darling.
There's red and white wine, Dad.
Oh, well, red then.
Oh, just a fruit juice for me.
Got any better, love?
Sorry, only wine.
Well, red wine, then. Tea. I think I'll get Barry Grant to one side after I have a word about that shop next door.
Oh, not while he's enjoying himself.
It's the ideal opportunity. Thanks.
Okay, thanks.
It's the ideal opportunity, love. Most businesses done over a drink in cosy little places like this.
Yeah, but it only says C relax.
Ah, yeah. Suppose you're right.
Do you want a coffee, Dad? Oh, no thanks.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry for all this trouble.
It's all right. It's calming down now.
Who's at the door?
I think it's a man from the estate agents.
I'll have to leave.
And go where exactly?
Oh, that's my problem.
Where will you go?
Yesterday, when I called in at the agency, they seemed confident they'd give me some work. I'll just have to pray it's with accommodation.
Or?
Please don't worry.
I'll have a word with Dad. He won't see you out on the streets.
You look great. Do you think so? I wish my mum was here to see this.
Ellis will be gobsmacked.
He would be if he saw the price.
Is he paying?
No, my dad is.
I think I'll hire one when I get married. What do you think?
It's a bit prissy.
You gonna have a church wedding?
Yeah, I really wanted a quick registry office wedding here in Liverpool, but my dad wouldn't hear of it. You have to get married in the house of God, child. So we reached a compromise, a church wedding, but up here.
Yeah, would have really stretched Alice paying for a church wedding, wouldn't it?
Well, I knew he couldn't afford all this, so the registry office wedding would have suited us.
Yeah, but I bet he wished he could have afforded a big posh do.
You know him quite well, don't you?
I was in love with him once.
Were you?
Yeah. He just blasted into me life. We were both kids. It was really wild then. Oh, he's a lot calmer now, though.
I mean, when I first met him, he wasn't my usual type, but he sort of swept me off my feet. He's still got that touch of uncertainty with him, though.
Mick used to be the same, you know.
Did he?
Oh, yeah. When him and Josie first got married, they used to argue like mad. She'd wind him up something rotten, and he'd take the bait every time. Didn't matter where they were, pubs, clubs. I used to cringe.
But he seems so placid now.
I think I'll try one on now.
Just seems a shame that a good man like that hasn't got a partner.
There's still plenty of time.
Thanks ever so much. Hope we hear from you soon.
Hi. Would it be convenient to talk about that bacon shop in Verax not being here?
Well, what did you want it for?
I've always wanted to open a florist. And that place is ideal.
I would have thought Ron wanted to move next door and make it into a newsagent, and
Well, there's been a slight change of plan.
well, it's fine by me. As long as we don't have any 3-month rent reduction larks like we had last time.
I thought you'd forgotten about that.
I'll never forget it when someone gets one over on me. Anyway, I'll get in touch with Fletcher's and they can get in touch with you about the rent.
Oh, thanks. Could you keep it between you and me for a moment?
Well, you're the only one that I'm negotiating with, so as far as I'm concerned, it's private, OK?
Thanks.
When I was in the Army Medical Corps,
Ron, we should get back to the shop.
penicillin shot.
Just 5 minutes, OK?
I just want a word in private.
One occasion when General himself popped in.
Another time, when I was on call in the chemists, this bloke came in. It was bloody awful. Of course, you see, in those days, we pharmacists used to be consulted like doctors, you know. Yes. Well, this bloke had a huge boil on his backside. Well, my assistant at the time, Agnes Finnegan by name, a wonderful woman, used to make the most beautiful mince pies at Christmas. Where was I?
Well, this fella with the boil on his...
Yes, the boil. Absolutely huge. You've never seen anything like it. Well, Agnes, you see, she'd worked in a special clinic during the war. So she'd seen hundreds of these things, all shapes.
Dad.
Harry, we're just getting to the good bit there.
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry about it. Yeah?
Will you behave yourself, please? These people don't want to hear those sort of stories.
Well, they're my after-dinner stories.
But you're not here for dinner. And please, will you just stop flirting with Karen? You're a married man, remember? Or had you forgotten Mum in Spain?
Don't lecture me, Patricia. I'm perfectly well aware that I'm married, thank you. In some peculiar fashion.
Well, it's about to get a lot more peculiar. That was Max on the phone. He's feeling a lot better and he's finally persuaded Mum to come home. Thank God this mess is over.
They're coming on Monday, so you better get yourself sorted out.
Here we are. Yeah, straight through there. And you can inspect the back by the conservatory. Thank you. You wouldn't credit it, would you? That chap's wife works at the same school as your mother.
Did you tell him who you're married to?
What do you think? She's round there now, emptying her desk.
She gonna be home for tea?
Yes. And I hope your house guest will be gone by then.
I'd like Anna to stay.
Didn't you hear what I said before?
You're not always right.
Well, she's got more sense than you have anyway. She's up there packing a bag.
What?
She's stuffing a few things into a bag and then, with luck, she'll be gone by the time your mother gets back.
She's got nowhere to go.
That's not your responsibility. Look, the house is going to be sold. You're in court tomorrow. If the verdict goes against you, I don't want to have to throw her out onto the street.
Please, Dad. It's probably just for one more night. Look. I've accepted it. I'm going to prison. How about granting the condemned man his last wish?
Excuse me, Mr. Harrison. Peter, I'd better get going.
Is it too much to ask?
If you'd like to stay, you're very welcome. It might only be for just one more night, but stay, please.
Thanks. Thanks. I like this one.
It's great. It really suits you.
Oh, I don't know why I'm trying it on. We haven't even set a date yet.
Hey, come on, out the way. This mirror isn't big enough for the both of us. So why haven't you set a date yet, then?
Oh, well, me and Sinbad have had a few, shall we say, problems. We hadn't been together long. We almost split up. But we had a really romantic engagement on Valentine's Day, though.
Oh, we were hoping to get married on Valentine's Day, and it's on a Sunday.
Oh, it's a shame.
Oh, well. We've got it booked as close to Valentine's Day as possible, so romance will still fill the air.
Oh, you'll look beautiful on the day. Wish it was me.
If Sinbad won't, why don't you set the date? It's rubbish, this having to wait till the man's ready.
Never thought of it like that. I'd love to see the look on Sinbad's face if I sorted it all out.
Or horror or happiness?
Oh, happiness. It's all he's wanted. It's me that's been holding back.
Well, if it feels right now, do it.
I will. I'll set a date soon.
Well, get married with us.
No way. It's your special day. I'm not stealing your thunder.
Oh, I'm not bothered with all that.
Oh, no, we can't afford much. It's too soon.
So it makes sense to double up with me and Alice.
You sure?
Yeah. Look, just imagine. It'd be brilliant. Dead romantic. Let's floor them. We'll get them round to mix tomorrow. I don't know. We'll think of a way to get them there and we'll announce a double wedding.
Well, Alice and Sinbad haven't exactly gotten on well in the past, have they?
Well, it's about time they made up for good then, isn't it?
Suits me.
Good. Can't wait to see their faces.
Ron, I want to ask you something. Advice.
Advice from me? I only take orders, my love.
I'm in a terrible dilemma. A really difficult situation.
Why? Are you having an affair?
Oh, don't be stupid. It's not me. It's all Jackie.
What's she done now?
No, it's not her. It's her mate, Leanne. She's pregnant.
Oh, well, that's a relief. As long as it wasn't our Jackie that got her pregnant.
Can't you take anything seriously?
Well, what do you want me to say to that, Dee? Leanne is not our responsibility, is she?
Yeah, but the problem is she hasn't told her mum and dad yet. This is a 15-year-old girl who's talking about getting an abortion.
So it was Leanne's pregnancy kit you found in our house? Or is Katie Rogers pregnant as well?
No, Katie isn't pregnant. Look, Leanne could do herself harm. She's doing all this behind her parents' back.
So tell me, what's the problem with you?
Somebody should tell her parents.
Don't tell me you're gonna volunteer. You must be joking.
Ron, it's the responsible thing to do.
Oh, do you reckon? Oh, yeah, I can just see an old fella's face now, can't you? Excuse me, mate, but your 15-year-old is up the duff. We did the test in our house a couple of weeks ago because we run this antenatal clinic, but with it being Christmas and that, you know, we've been rushed off our tiny little
Oh,
feet.
Ron, that's enough.
No, it isn't, Dee. And as usual, all this goes on behind my back, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. And would it have been any different if I told you straight away?
Look, just stay out of it, all right? Now, I'm warning you.
A warning me? What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Well, you're sticking your nose into somebody else's business again.
Ron, I know what I'm doing, but I'm talking about a 15-year-old girl who doesn't know what she's doing.
Just leave it alone.
I'm not one of the kids you can boss around, and I know you don't want me to get involved, but I've just got to do it. Ron, I couldn't live with myself if anything happened to Leanne. I'm going to tell her parents tomorrow because it's the right thing to do.
You should have tried to eat.
I couldn't. Perhaps porridge would be more appropriate.
Is Anna coming to the court?
She'd intended to, but her nanny agency got her an interview.
Wish you'd smoke outside.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Stay where you are.
Are we nearly ready then?
Yeah. Just go to the toilet. Again.
Are you sure you won't eat anything?
Yeah. But, I could do with stopping off for some snaps on the way.
I do wish he'd stop using this prison jargon.
Yeah, but you said you wouldn't tell Leanne's parents.
I don't have a choice. Somebody's got to do something, Jackie.
Yeah, but if you just give her some time, she'll tell her mum herself. I know she will.
My conscience tells me not to wait any longer.
This is all my dad's fault anyway.
And how'd you make that out?
Well, it was him who insisted on me going to Edinburgh, which is where I met Paul, who came over here and got Leanne pregnant.
Yeah, but if it hadn't been Paul, it'd have been somebody else.
I just can't believe she's got herself into all this mess.
Well, it's a bit late for that, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but I still think we shouldn't be going over to tell her mum and dad.
Jackie, I'm not forcing you to go.
Yeah, but she's my mate, isn't she?
Hey, Dee Dee.
Oh, hiya.
Thanks for getting Marcy that job.
Oh. I'm sorry she had to start so quickly, but we've run out on the Moby and...
Oh, well, that's no problem. Hey, listen, you couldn't give us the window money for the shop because your Ron's forgot.
No, you'll have to ask him. You'll have to keep his shop account separate from the house money.
Oh, Dee Dee.
Oh, hiya.
Shouldn't he be wearing a blanket over his head?
I don't be like that.
Well, you don't know who you live next door to, do you?
But it can't be easy for John and Barbara. They're leaving because of this. We're just back for the day because of the last day of the trial.
They're leaving? It was quick, wasn't it? Hey, hang on, he owes me window money.
Look, I'll just nip over and see if Marcia's all right and then I'll be back, OK?
Excuse us, John. I know you're on your way out and that, but you don't mean window money, mate.
Can I wait?
Well, I know you're leaving and that, but, well...
Here you are.
Oh, thanks, Babs.
You nearly ready, Julia?
Won't be a minute, love.
Oh, hiya. Good day today. All the best.
Oh, no. What the hell's she doing here?
Don't go up there. Get your tobacco from the garage.
Innocent until proven guilty, remember?
Just don't say anything to her.
Just coming to see what you've been missing once justice has been done, are you?
Julie, please. Come on, let's get a taxi.
OK. Sooner we get this thing over with, the better.
Thanks.
It's embarrassing, isn't it?
I know. You don't know whether to wish him good luck or what.
Just seen John and Barbara, then I bumped into Diana.
Funny the way things turn out, isn't it? Getting raped by the bloke who lives next door.
Well, it's the last day of the trial, so it should be all over by tonight.
Wonder if it'll be in the papers.
If he's found guilty, his name will be all over the papers. Well, how you doing?
Oh, I just need some help with changing the till roll.
Oh, no problem.
Oh, and is Ron usually on time? Only I've got to meet Sinbad somewhere later.
Yeah, he won't be long.
He's a busy man, isn't he?
Busy. What with working here, on the Moby and down the Legion, I hardly ever see him.
Even busier once next door opens as well.
Why would he say?
Oh, he's just been talking about his plans, saying he might need extra staff.
Oh, was he?
He is opening the place next door, isn't he?
Well, sort of, and we are expanding, but, will I be running the place?
Oh, we've roped you into working with him again.
No. The shop will be mine.
Oh, brilliant. What as?
A florist. But, well, I haven't told Ron yet, and, well, I want it to be a surprise.
I'm saying nothing, girl.
Well, if it isn't old flat-nosed Dwyer. Hiya. Oh!
Not just yet.
Is it stuff for the wedding?
Might be.
Well, how did the wedding dress hunt go?
We had a good day, saw some great dresses. And I found out a little bit more about you from Marcia.
All gooder, huh?
Yes. She was saying what a wild thing you were when you were a young buck.
Times change.
I'm glad you're cooling down now. I know you felt like giving George Webb a good kicking. It would have been you that ended up getting arrested, though.
I did it all for you, you know.
That's why I'm marrying you. Despite what Marcia said.
Good. You know, I can't wait.
Right. I've seen Mick and he's going to cover this afternoon. You're invited to a special dinner.
Where?
At Mick's.
What's making it a special dinner?
Firstly, Marcia and Sinbad will be there.
Sinbad?
Yeah.
And what's the second thing?
Ah, that's the real surprise. Come round as soon as Mick gets here. That do you?
Oh, yeah, great. I think you better take him into the bedroom because this stuff smells. The landlord should be doing this if he had any kind of conscience. The damp's bad enough in the kitchen, never mind here.
I'm very grateful for this.
Oh, well, no problem. We've got to think of the lad's health first. He's a lot better now, isn't he?
Did him a lot of good being in your flat.
Yeah, pity he had to come back to this dump.
Yeah, he's nearly finished his antibiotics and all. I was wondering how long I should stay here.
Well, this mightn't be the best way to sort out your damp, but it'll give you a bit of relief till you find somewhere better.
I didn't mean because of the damp. It's more a case of Barry knowing where we're living.
Don't let Barry push you around, Fran. That's where he gets his strength. If you want to move out of here, you move out for Stephen's health and your convenience, not Barry's.
Need to get a new pair of shoes. Heels are going on these.
I don't know why these places have to be so damn dismal.
Shame the victim and the villain have to stand in the same place.
You won't start anything, will you?
Well, I won't make a show of you. Now, listen, if they ask you anything more today...
No, they won't be asking me any more questions. I'll just speak to the judge that'll be speaking.
Oh, I didn't like the look of him. He does too much staring for my liking.
For God's sake.
Do you want to go to the toilet?
No, I'll be all right. It's just nerves.
Oh, don't let it get you down. It'll all be over in a couple of hours.
Just go to the little room.
Peter, I just want to say that whatever happens in there today, I won't feel responsible. Because when I said no, I really meant it.
There you go. All done. You'll be able to decorate in a couple of weeks. Look, I better get off.
I don't think I can wait until it needs decorating.
I know what you're going to say again, but don't.
I've got to get it clear in my mind whether staying here is the best thing for us.
What are you going to do, Fran? Run away?
I don't know. It's okay when you're around, but you can't be like some sort of full-time minder.
And you can't run away forever, because Barry's bound to find out where you are.
What, so you're saying I'm trapped?
No. I don't want you to do anything hasty. I'd like to know where you are.
You made me feel really relaxed over Christmas. I wouldn't have enjoyed it in this dump.
Well, no matter how bad things are here, you move when you are ready.
But you know what Barry's like.
Yeah, and I can handle all that now. So I'll stick around if you want me to. I better go.
Terry, I do want you around. I love you being with me and Stephen.
Okay, I don't want you to go too far away. Look, I better go. I better go, all right?
Terry!
What's up?
I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh, let's go, Mum. It's the best thing to do. Come on.
Come on.
Leanne? Mum, let's go.
I'm not going now. We've come this far.
You have to go, Mrs. Dixon.
Leanne, I'm not going till you let me in.
But there's no one in.
I'll wait then.
But you can't.
Leanne, I've lost sleep worrying about you. I'm very concerned for you.
No, you're not. You just want to stop me from getting an abortion.
My opinion's got nothing to do with any of this. I'm not here to stop you getting an abortion. I just think you'll save yourself a lot of trouble if you tell your parents you're pregnant now.
Leanne, I think my mum's right.
Members of the jury, you have heard evidence in the course of this trial upon which you must make a decision. The case concerns the crime of rape. You have to decide whether sufficient evidence has been brought before you to convict the defendant of that crime. To convict him of rape, Mr. Harrison must be proved to have known that Mrs. Corkill did not consent to sexual intercourse, or that he was reckless as to whether she did or not. Now, it is important for me at this stage to give you, the jury, a warning, and that is that it is dangerous to convict on the evidence of Mrs. Corkill alone. Experience has shown that on occasions complainants tell false stories for various reasons, and indeed for no reason at all. Bearing this warning in mind, you have to consider the evidence and come to your conclusion.
What's the verdict then?
It's brilliant. What is it?
Cold chicken with sesame and chili sauce. Do you really like it?
Yeah, I love it. So what's all this about? Oh, my God, you're not pregnant, are you?
All in good time.
Well, fancy seeing you. So come on, Miles, tell me what all this is about.
You've got no chance, Alice. I even promised her a squeeze of me chamois.
And she refused that?
Well, if I'm going to be bought, you might as well make it worth me while.
Well, I'd have told all for a slice of pizza.
Oh, this is nice, Alice. Did you do it all yourself?
Oh, you've got better chance of seeing a happy estate agent.
Hey, talking of that shower, have you seen the way they've done Rod Corkill's up?
No, but then again, I don't look through windows for a job.
A profession.
Well, shall we, all sit down?
Anywhere.
Yeah, so long as I'm next to Alice.
Oh, and there's me. I wanted them all to myself.
So, are you going to put me out of my misery?
Right, well, you've been brought here because Marcia and I have got a little announcement.
Oh, don't tell me. You're having Marianne's baby?
Sinbad! No, listen, look, this is serious. There are 2 announcements.
Oh, I don't know if I can.
Of course you can. But the second depends upon the answer to the first.
Right. I've got a question to ask you, and it requires a straight answer. I don't want to be pushy, but I don't want to wait any longer. I'm ready to name the day. I want us to get married as soon as possible.
Oh, Mass. Yeah, be happy. I'm proud to be your husband, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. A toast to Marcia and Sinbad.
Marcia and Sinbad.
Joining us on the road to happiness.
Oh, yeah.
And it is essential, in proving the crime of rape, to ascertain that such force was used to overcome the victim. For example, this may be through actual physical violence, or through threats, such as to make the woman fear for her life, or fear that if she were to resist, she would suffer serious injury. We have heard of no violence in this case. We have heard of an alleged meek struggle, which the accused interpreted as what he saw as love-making. You may ask yourselves then, if this was rape, why have we heard no forensic evidence of a struggle? You should certainly note that there were no bruises about Mrs. Corkill's person, and neither were there any torn items of clothing. You should also consider the evidence of the witness who said that they saw the accused being led into the bedroom by Mrs. Corkill, and Mrs. Corkill's own testimony that she voluntarily lay down on the bed with Mr. Harrison and indeed consented to petting.
What on earth are you doing now?
I can't stay here for when my dad gets home.
Where do you want to go to, Leanne?
I don't know, I'll find somewhere, London, whatever, I don't care.
What could a running away do?
You don't know what he's like, Mrs. Dixon.
But whatever he's like, you're his daughter.
So what? Everyone's family isn't like yours, you know. He likes beer more than he likes us. You don't believe me, do you? No one does. I've had enough of all this.
Look, we'll go to the social services. We're school teachers. Someone will help us.
I don't want to know. Will you get off? If you say anything to anyone about this, And I'll kill myself when I mean it.
Leanne.
No one believes anything I say. Yeah, you'll all be sorry when I take these. And I will.
Well, I won't get you anywhere, will it?
You know I'll do it, Jackie.
Right. Put the tablets away and we'll walk out of here now. But you've got to ring me in 2 hours' time and tell me you're all right. And if you don't, I'll ring your parents and tell them you've come to harm.
So, when do I get my wedding dress then?
You should see the one I like. It's gorgeous, isn't it, Marianne?
Yeah, and gorgeously expensive.
Well, I'll tell you what, I still think you should rent these things, you know. I mean, what is it? You're going to pay 100 quid for a wedding dress and wear it for one day.
100 quid? Who have you been buying your wedding dresses from? Jimmy Corkill?
Oh, yeah. Are they mega books, are they?
Afraid so.
So what was the other thing you were going to tell us?
What other thing?
Well, they said there were 2 surprises.
Shall I? Well, seeing as Sinbad has agreed to marry Marcia, Marcia and I, that is, we want our wedding day to be your wedding day and have a double wedding.
You kidding?
You're kidding?
No. Well, it's such a sensible idea. It cuts down on the finances dramatically and, well, it'll just be nice. What do you say? All 4 of us up the aisle?
It's brilliant. I'm having a cracking day.
What can I say? It'd be cheaper.
Is that all you can say? It'll be great.
I'll give you a hand.
Oops.
You got yourself a good one there, Sinbad.
Yeah, I know. Hey, it's only a few weeks, you know. The way the luck's following me around, anything could happen.
What we should do is find a nice woman for Mick. Make it a triple do.
Mrs. Corkill's testimony also states, things went too far. I wanted him to stop. I said no. This, members of the jury, is the critical point. Under oath, Mr. Harrison says the tone of her voice led him to believe that she was saying it not too forcefully because of her guilt about being married. On further questioning, he also felt that the plaintiff may have been teasing him, since she simply said no and did not qualify this with stop what you're doing. And although she says that she tried to push him off, it is for you to decide, given the evidence before you, what she meant by no.
When I said no, I meant no. He knew what I meant.
Mrs. Corkill, I understand the stress you may be feeling, but I must ask you to keep yourself under some control. I would ask you to note, members of the jury, that Mrs. Corkill's outburst must not be paid attention to in any way. To recap then briefly, consider what the plaintiff meant by no from the evidence before you. And indeed, was this no ignored by the defendant? We have heard testimony from prosecution and defense witnesses. They were based mainly on what they saw before and after the alleged incident took place. No one was in the bedroom with Mr. Harrison and Mrs. Corkill. This is not an easy matter for you. We have all heard the term date rape being bandied about, and I would ask you to strike it from your thoughts, as the term is loaded against the defendant. You have evidence before you, and upon that alone, you must come to your conclusion, not upon expressions given to us by the media. In summation, then, you should consider this. If Mr. Harrison believed that Mrs. Corkill consented to sexual intercourse, then he must be found not guilty. If, on the other hand, you judge that Mr. Harrison knew that Mrs. Corkill had not consented to sexual intercourse, then you must bring in a verdict of guilty. That is all I have to say. You should go now and consider your verdict. You may have heard of a majority verdict, but you should seek your hardest to bring in a unanimous decision.
Court be standing.
and Brookside will be back on New Year's Day on your living screen at round about 1:30. But now, if you're watching earlier today, I was giving you the chance to win some Coronation Street mugs. Now, I can't show you them because they're stuck in the post, or either that or the postman can't carry them through the snow. I don't know which. But they're great mugs. They've got Hilda Ogden's face on them and also the Battersby's as well. So if you fancy drinking your tea out of Les Battersby's head first thing on a morning, then you could win them. All you have to do is answer this question. Who owns the hairdressers in Coronation Street? Who owns the hairdressers in Coronation Street? If you know the answer, please phone us or email us on the details that are on your screen right now. We'll read some of them out and we'll tell you at the end of the show today, around about 4 o'clock, if you've won the mugs. We've also been giving you the chance today as well to win this living handbag, and you could win an umbrella and a jotter pad and also a diary if you've got a little person in the house as well. We asked you what you'd be keeping in your handbag in 2001. We've actually had an email here from Denise Jennings. She says, I'll be keeping your email address in my little black book so I can win more goodies while watching Living. I presume you'll be keeping our email address in your book. And